Hi, my name is Ann Bush, and I love outfits and I love shopping, and I don't like spending a lot of money. I made this video today to share with you an unboxing of 10 things that I bought on The Real Real. I love buying things secondhand. I've noticed as I've gotten older, my clothes have become less about logos and trends, but more about quality classic pieces that have a good fit and also reflect my personal style. And I think that secondhand shopping is a great way for me to find pieces that are very high quality and yet within my budget. And I don't know about you, but I've noticed that over the past couple of years, thrift store prices have gone up, but clothes on the secondhand market in places such as Poshmark or The Real Real have seemed to have gone down. And because of that, I've kind of made it my goal to try to replace all of sort of the fast fashion pieces in my wardrobe with luxury pieces. One of the biggest issues that I've had with shopping in The Real Real is that they definitely misrepresent the quality of their clothing. One of the tricks that they like to use is they really, I don't know, saturate or maybe darken the color of the products. Part of it is maybe to just make things appear black, because I know maybe things like that are dark blue or purple might not be as popular as black. Also, by making things black, I think that you can hide damage a little better, or maybe obscure weird texture, weird kind of cloth or embellishments that might make something look a little silly. To run you through an example, you really have to look at the description of the clothing carefully. Make sure you look at the color, you look at the size, and you look down here at the condition and you read the details about the condition. You can't just go off the photos alone. You can look at the photos and think, oh, this looks okay. Why do they call it fair? But those photos are, I don't know, blown up, or it just does not show the extent of the damage. So you really need to read these details carefully. And I want to show you a couple of examples of fails that I've had in the past. Okay, so now I want to show you some examples of how I got tricked in the past. For example, this top right here, very cute, right? And I thought it was black. I mean, now in retrospect, I can tell it's obviously purple. But when I got it, it was this ugly grandma purple that I would never wear. And it went straight to the thrift store. Another example is this top over here. Now it looks really cute and normal, right? But when I got it in real life, those sleeves are just so poofy and high. I look like a 19th century, one of those long time ago outfits. I haven't worn it yet. I'm not ready to get rid of it. I still might wear it. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna wear it with. So that was another trick. And oh my God, these shoes right here. So this looks like a cute normal nude color, right? And I should have known, because look right here, it says, literally says orange. But so when I got it, they were this not nude, but this 80s tan Barbie orange nude color, which was just so ugly. I don't think I could have made it work. So I dyed them black. Now that I've told you a bit about my past experiences, we can start opening up my packages. They've arrived in 2 separate boxes, one from New Jersey and one from Phoenix. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about each item that I've ordered, and then I'll go ahead and open it up. Cowl neck dress from All Saints. I have a few items from All Saints, and I've been happy with all of them. I would say there's nothing super special about this dress. I think I like it because it seems more casual, and I could just wear it on like a normal day. I don't have to wait for a special night out to wear it. And I've got short legs, so I'm not too worried about it being too short. And I like that it's all covered up on the top. Size extra small. And the sizing here, I mean, I get it that this dress, the way that it's shaped, it's going to have a larger waist than hips. And it's in a very good condition. And another one that is a good value. The dress from All Saints, I'm guessing. And it's difficult to tell what is where. And it's made out of a very nice soft material. Okay, here's something that I didn't catch. You see this here, guys? It's two different colors. It's actually a combination of black and a dark heather gray. So you don't see these things in the images. I'll probably go back and look at it again and then see that it was there in front of my face the whole time. And it's got like this cute kind of zipper embellishment right up here. All right, it's kind of difficult to get an idea of how this looks by holding it up, but it's something I'll just have to try on to see how it looks. So here is the All Saints dress. The fabric is very thick and wintry, so I don't know how that pairs with bare legs. So I do think that I want to wear this maybe with some dark hose. I'm wearing this with a pair of Givenchy, I've mangled that name too, shoes from a previous TheRealReal haul. And I think it looks pretty cute. Can't wait to actually have something to wear this to. Guys, look at this decent size hole I found after washing it. I'm a bit disappointed. I went back and looked at the ad and it did say very good for the condition. Another cute top, T by Alexander Wang, black, extra small, and very good condition with more nonsense sizing. I expect this to be cute. The only thing that worries me is I'm an old lady, so am I ever even gonna wear this in real life? I might put it on and be like, oh no, I can't do this. Or maybe I can find like the world's highest waisted pants, or maybe like hike up my skirt really high. We'll try it on and we'll see how this looks. It's the Alexander Wang top. Here we are. This is made out of this is inside out. Is this inside out? No, it's not inside out. It's just made out of this very strange inside out looking style. Look at this. I don't hate it. It's okay. But like, see how that looks? You would never catch that from the pictures. Like if you just saw it hanging on a hanger, you would think this was inside out. But it's not. Okay, and then this like band right here is sort of like weirdly gathered. I don't hate it, and I was kind of iffy on this one anyway, like would I even actually wear it? So we'll go ahead and try her on. So we have the Alexander Wang top. I think it's a good fit. I mean, it's definitely really high, so I'm gonna have to find really high-waisted pants. And full disclosure, this top kind of stinks. It smells kind of musty. Usually the clothes that I buy from TheRealReal smell like they've been laundered or what, you know, or they came from the dry cleaners, but this one doesn't, so I need to get out of this top. Next up are these shoes from Lanvin. These are size 8 or Italian 38. My feet are a 7.5 to an 8 usually. My left foot is 7.5 and my right foot is 8. So this size should work for me. I have another pair of shoes that I bought on TheRealReal from Lanvin and they were size 38 and they fit perfectly fine. This condition is good right here. And I'm looking at the pictures and these shoes look pretty good. If I click on these here, I like looking at the soles of Barracuda shoes because if they're really old and beat up, I mean, you'll see it here. This will be tore up, but this looks pretty good. And I like to look at the heels on the very backs right here. And from what I can tell, this looks pretty good. Like the girl didn't, scrape them up on a curb or anything like that. I like this color. I think these neutrals will work well for the office. I'm hoping that this 3-inch heel is not going to be too much and it's something that I can wear on a regular day of work without looking too crazy. Okay, these are the Lanvin snake skin shoes. Let me take a look. This is in really great condition. Look at this. Look at this like sole here. This is barely worn out at all. I might suspect that the owner maybe just wore this once, kind of in an indoor or office setting. Let me see if this fits on my foot. Size 38. Oh, it fits perfect. It fits perfect. So these wool sneakers from Celine, I was a bit on the fence about buying them. I don't know exactly what I'm going to wear them with. I don't have a vision for them. And also, when I buy shoes, I usually like to stick to going out shoes, just stuff where I figure the girl probably only wore it once or never. And I usually avoid buying things that are more sneaker like or could potentially be funky in any way. Especially since these are just in good condition, and sometimes the real can lie about something being good. So we'll go ahead and take a look at these. They might work out, they might not. We'll see. I took a chance here. Okay, here are the Celine shoes that I was a little iffy about, like their condition. They look okay. I'm not like overcome with stench or anything like that. They don't seem too funky or anything. There is like some strange residue in here. So these I'm probably gonna clean them a bit before I try them on. They look kind of big. I don't know. You know where you can just kind of tell your shoe size? These said 8, I think. But we'll have to try them on. I don't know, maybe it's just the way the shoe looks that makes it look bigger. So here are a pair of skinny leg pants from the row. And boy, can I tell you that now is just the perfect time to stock up on skinny leg pants because according to the young people, they are dreadfully out of fashion right now. So even just from these very high-end designers, all of the skinny pants and all of the skinny jeans are just dirt cheap right now. And I like the big wide leg pants too, and I think that they're really fashionable, and I think that they're cute, and I definitely own a few pairs. But I just don't see anything wrong with these kind of skinny pants too. There's still lots of really cute fashion styles to wear along with them, especially kind of maybe like vintage 50s kind of looking styles. Those are always with nice skinny slim fitted pants. The only thing I am a little concerned about with these pants is, I'm looking at them. I like to magnify them to make sure that they don't have any silly embellishments or made out of some weird texture, cloth, or pattern. And they might be a little legging-like. I don't know. It says fabric not listed, feels like synthetic blend. So that could be anything. So even if they are legging like, I don't have to wear them to work. I think they could still look cute and I can wear them on Saturdays. So let's go ahead and take a look. Yes, they are. These are the pants from the row. And I think that they look cute. Let's go ahead and give these an inspection. They are black. And they're in good condition, and they are not made out of workout material. This is kind of stretchy in the waist, but it is kind of like work pants material. So we'll try these on and see how they look. Here are the pants from the row. I think they fit great. They are a very kind of a tight, slim fit, so maybe they are a little for work. But I could also pair it with something long like a tunic and make that work as well. I think that this might go really well with like a 50s style. All right, I'm excited about these pants. So these are the pants from the row, and I am noticing a lot of random loose strings going on in here. I don't really have any reason to suspect that these wouldn't be authentic, but let me know what you think. This Gucci top here, I love the way this looks. I've actually had it hearted for a while now, and I realized that I would be so disappointed if somebody bought it and I didn't get a chance to buy this, even though this is probably the higher price point compared to the other things that I bought in this haul. I just love this color. This is probably one of my favorite colors. And I kind of like it more than just as an article of clothing. I just kind of like it as an object. I think it's really beautiful. So I've got high hopes for it. And hopefully I'm not disappointed and it's just kind of true to what these images look like. Here she is. This is the Gucci shirt that I was so excited about. Let's go ahead and take a look. The fabric is like a baby angel's feather is what it feels like. I can't believe how soft it is. And it's just so much more silkier and richer than the picture look. This is a pleasant surprise. This is a much more saturated color than I expected. I kind of expected it to be a bit maybe like old. I don't know. That's just kind of how it looked in the picture. But this looks like it's practically new, like somebody wore it once or never and then took it to the dry cleaners. Here I have this Louis Vuitton skirt. So I guess everybody is just hating on these knee-length kind of plain work skirts right now because they do tend to be the cheapest article of clothing and for a lot of these designers, along with skinny jeans. And I don't see why people hate on these. These are just so plain and cute and normal. And I could picture myself wearing this with a lot of cute blouses for work. You know, a Louis Vuitton skirt, isn't that amazing? I own Louis Vuitton bags, but I don't own any articles of Louis Vuitton clothing. So this is going to be a first for me. This is the skirt. This is the skirt from Louis Vuitton. And this was not the texture of fabric that I was expecting. This is, can you see it? It's kind of a very thick and very kind of textured fabric. I don't hate it. I like it. It's very thick. It's very lined. It's got this satin lining. Actually, in fact, it might even be silk for all I know. And look at this hardware. Isn't that just lovely? This hardware is very luxe. Yeah, it looks to be like the right size. Oh, and look at this waistband. It's velvet. That I did not catch in the picture. And then the back here has this kind of ruffly effect. See, these are the kind of things I just never catch in the pictures. And I'm totally okay with this. All right, so let's see how this looks. Just look at this luxurious outfit. This is the Gucci top and the Louis Vuitton skirt. I decided to wear them together because this is kind of how I envisioned the outfit in the first place. The skirt fits just perfectly. I'm never allowed to lose or gain a single pound ever again, just so I can keep wearing this skirt. I love it. I just cannot wait to wear this to work. On the velvet band of this skirt, there's these funny press marks. Maybe this is how they had this on a hanger for a really long time and it kind of smushed the velvet. We'll see if the dry cleaners can get this out. All right, so I looked back at the ad and it does say moderate discoloration at the waistband. I wouldn't call it discoloration though. But again, I don't know how I would describe it, like smushedness, maybe. It's a cute gray top by Alexander Wang. I'm guessing it's a diffusion brand. And I've seen this exact top at a consignment store before, and it's clearly incorrect on this mannequin, the way they have these straps. They're not supposed to be like this. This looks really weird. It's supposed to be crisscross over, like this picture that I found here. This is way cuter, right? So I'm expecting this to be, my correct size, and I don't expect it to have any flaws since it says very good. See, but here's also another silly thing. Look at this sizing. Like, what is this even supposed to be? This is entirely relative to the stretchiness of the fabric. Why is it even there? Okay, so I'm expecting good things from this one. Let's see how it looks. This, I believe, is probably the other Alexander Wang top, and see this, like I would have never thought either. It's an entirely different type of fabric than the other top. This is just that very thick kind of like Hervé Leisure dress kind of fabric. I'm sure I mangled that name. I'm so sorry. And it looks really small. I think it's made out of stretchy enough fabric that it'll work anyhow. And like this texture, it just doesn't really, this like color just doesn't convey itself in the actual ad for it. I don't know if you can see. It is kind of a very unique, it almost looks like TV fuzz. I guess that dates me. Maybe TV doesn't really have static like that anymore. Okay, well, we'll just have to try this on and see. Here is the second Alexander Wang top, which I'm pretty happy with. I felt a little snug putting it on, but I think this is the right sizing. Clearly these bands go across like this. It's about as short as the other top, but I think these bands kind of help make it not seem like it's so short. And it's done with 3 little hooks in the back, which were really difficult to do. So if I ever decide to wear this out, I need to make sure to give myself time to do those hooks. Look at this worst hole that I found. The condition on this did very good too, and it has nothing about this hole. I'm not even sure if I can fix this because of the material. Very disappointing. Another good value, these wool slacks from Celine. When I buy pants, I do really like to get in there. Sometimes pants can have weird little details in them that kind of make them look, I don't know, I guess, I don't want to say strange, but not just like normal plain pants. And that's what I usually look for when I buy these. And these look like nice normal slacks to me. They are a little, I guess, high watery, but that works great for me because I'm short-legged. So I like being on the safe side, and I think that kind of style looks cute for me. And one of the things that I did notice is it has the waist size is 28, which doesn't really correlate with a size 2 or French size 34. But my guess is maybe they took the measurement of the pants waist, but it's not really at the true waist. So we'll take a look at these pants and see how they fit. Oh, these are 2 items. So we have the pants here from Celine. And they look to be about the right size. This is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. Just made out of normal work pants material, not anything weird, like just normal leg, ankle, normal waistline, normal pockets, normal back pockets. This looks fantastic. Just looking it over briefly, I'm not seeing any weird damage or anything like that. Okay, let's try these on. Here are the Celine pants, and they are absolutely perfect. I think that they are a perfect fit, and they are just so fancy. They just feel so fancy. They're literally the fanciest pants that I have. And the only thing that could have possibly ruined them is if they were a poor fit, which fortunately they are a great fit. I love these pants. I can't wait to wear them to work. Okay, so here are a pair of pumps from Prada. I figured these look like nice conservative pumps that I could wear to work on a day that I wanted to get dressed up, of course. A couple of things I want to mention about this is this condition is fair, which in real language means tore up. So I'm looking at the pictures themselves though, and they don't look so bad. Like, look at these soles. This looks pretty good. And just looking at these other pictures, I'm not seeing any like significant damage on them at all. So I'm thinking this fair rating is because reading in the details, it mentions that the heel taps need to be repaired. So if you're not familiar with repairing heel taps at all, what it is, you walk on these shoes and these little taps on the very back right here get worn down. And it's just like a part of owning these types of shoes, and they require maintenance, just routine maintenance. And it's fairly easy to do, or you just pull them out with a pair of pliers, and you can just buy new ones on Amazon and hammer them in with a hammer. And I've done it before on my other shoes, and I already have some taps in my closet, and I can go ahead and easily repair these. Hopefully, knock on wood, that I can easily repair these. So I didn't check this before I bought them, and I really should have. But a phenomenon, which I'm thinking that some of you guys may have encountered too, is photos sometimes just don't do justice to how tall a heel is. So just looking at this picture, I'm like, oh, normal height heels that I can wear to work and walk around in normal. And then I look at this heel number. This is 3.75 inches, which is actually pretty darn high. So it's like, when you see an exotic sports car in real life, or a beautiful model, or a purebred cat, like one of those cats with no hair or a Bengal, and you're like, oh my God, the photos just never did not do this justice. This is just way more amazing and exaggerated and crazy looking in real life. And this is how heels trick me. So I'm not going to be surprised or frustrated if I get these shoes and they're just way too tall for the office. But we will open these up and see how they look. These are the Prada shoes that I was worried about. Let's take a look at them. Okay, so this sole looks good to me. Like, why do people leave these stickers on? These are the first thing I take off. And I'm gonna need my glasses. El Cheapo reading glasses from Dollar Tree. And these taps are totally fine. I can go ahead and repair these easily. I was concerned that, while these taps are fairly worn, I was concerned that they were so worn it was into the heel, but it's not. There is enough tap here for me to pull these out with a pair of needle nose pliers and repair them. So we'll go ahead and do that together. I realize that the taps that I have right now are a size too big, so I've ordered this set on Amazon. So we'll just have to wait till these come in before we can see the final product. So I would say that that was a pretty successful haul. Everything all together costs about $400, so that would be an average of about 40 bucks per item. That's like the price of Target or Old Navy clothes for these just beautiful, luxurious clothes that'll last me for who knows how long, and I'm just gonna love and feel like $1 million when I wear them. I would say, there was a couple of hiccups, but nothing that I can't live with, just like the tag and the band on the skirt and Miss Stinky Shirt, I don't appreciate you. So now everything is gonna go ahead and get washed. I think the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton and the Celine pants are gonna go to the dry cleaners, and I just can't wait to wear these to work or wear them out. And I will see you next time whenever I do another haul. Thank you.